Hello everyone, I'm Asha Viz. Today I welcome you all in this civics first lesson of class 6 understanding diversity. Dear students, first of all, what is diversity? Diversity means different things like diversity in wearing clothes, diversity in having food items, diversity in languages means different things when you observe at a place at a particular time, that is diversity. And when we understand about the diversity in terms of your class, suppose I give you an example like when you enter your class for the first time, what do you observe? You observe different faces. You observe that people, those who are there in class, they bring different lunch boxes. The food items they keep in that are different. They sometimes use different language, their hometown language, their state language. Like, what is this? That is diversity. Today in this chapter we'll understand about this diversity in terms of our country, India. Dear student, India is a country which is diverse in nature. How it is diverse? Because in India we see that people belong to different caste as well as to different religions as well as to different regions. They belong to different places, and still they live in a country that is known as India. India is a country of many diversity. People speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. One more thing is added here, like we celebrate different festivals here. Like we celebrate Holi, Deepavali, we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Pongal, we celebrate Baisakhi. There are different festivals we all celebrate together. That is unity in diversity. That is showing the diversity in India. Now here I can show you a picture of different festivals. You can see here people are celebrating different festivals as per their religion, and everybody is participating in that. So that's why India is known as a country with unity in diversity. How do we explain diversity? That I have already explained. One more time I am going to read this slide for you all. During ancient times, man was a nomad. Yes, this is the important thing, that earlier time in history you must have studied that people used to live like nomads. Nomads, people those who move, keep on moving. They don't stay at one place for a longer period of time. They on movement every time. Later he started to lead a social life which led to the emergence of diversity. And later what happened? They started living at a particular place. How? They started growing crops, they started rearing animals, and to grow crops or to rear animals they need to stay at one place, because if they are going to grow a crop, to look after that crop they need to live at one place. Human beings are social animals. Very important thing again. We all are social animals. Means we are animals but social, means we cannot live without society. In society we need each and everybody's help to live and survive. Like suppose we get ill, we need a doctor to treat us. We want groceries, we need a grocery shop, a shopkeeper there. If we want to travel from one place to another, we need people, those who are drivers, those who have their vehicles, those who can take us from one place to another. So that is why human beings are social animals, because we all depend on each other for one or the other reasons. They depend on each other and also on their social groups to fulfill the needs. Here a picture showing half human and half animal. So we are animals, but our needs and requirements make us humans, because if we don't become social, then our requirement and needs will not be fulfilled. Within various social groups of humans, different activities are performed depending on the culture, skill, geographic location, interest and understanding. Means geographically if we see India, like in class 5 also you studied about 6 physical divisions of India. It shows that in India is not even if we talk about the surface of India, it is not even. Somewhere we can find the mountains, somewhere hills, somewhere plains, somewhere coastal areas, as well as somewhere the plateaus. So location wise their interest and understanding is different, as well as they speak different languages. Historical and geographical factors also influence the diversity of a region. Historical and geographical factors, we can understand the diversity better through case study of Ladakh and Kerala. Here we are going to study case study of Ladakh and Kerala, which will give us a closer look to the diversity, that how people live in Kerala and how people live in Ladakh. What is the difference between their living? Let's talk about Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh is towards eastern part of the India, okay, towards the eastern part of India, to nearby northeastern part, where you can see there are Himalayan mountains, and these areas are covered with snow. Very little agriculture is possible as these areas are covered with snow, so agriculture is a little possible there. In these areas, people especially they keep sheep and goats. They keep sheep and goat, and agriculture is very less. That's why people for their living they keep rearing sheep and goats. This is the picture you can see. This is the picture showing Ladakh. The goats in this region are special. The goats which Ladakhian people rear at their place are very special because they produce pashmina wool. People get pashmina wool from these goats. The people in Ladakh sell pashmina wool to traders from Kashmir, and they trade these pashmina wool to Kashmir. Pashmina shawls are chiefly woven in Kashmir. These shawls are very famous in Kashmir, and these are traded across India. Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. While the Buddhist people they tried to reach Tibet, they started their travel from Ladakh only. Islam was introduced in this region. The Muslim community also live in this region more than 400 years ago, and there is a significant Muslim population here. Here there is diversity in religion also. People like the people, those who are the Buddhism followers, as well as the Muslim community people also live in Ladakh. This is the picture of the sheep which sheep which is reared in Ladakh. The pashmina shawl which is made using the pashmina wool. The temple you can say where people follow the Buddhism religion. Now let's talk about Kerala. Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India. Now there are two states we are talking about. One at the top of India's map and one at the bottom of India's map. And we are understanding the diversity in both the state. The difference of diversity in both the state. Kerala is towards the southwest corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on sides on one side and hills on other side. At one side they are surrounded by the seas and other side they are surrounded by the hills. A number of species like spices like pepper, cloves and cardamoms are grown on the hills. These areas, like in the state of Kerala, the state is famous for growing spices. Like examples I have already read for you. Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here. Jewish as well as the Arab traders who first reached Kerala. People in Kerala practice different religions. Here also people follow different religions like Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism. These are the religions people follow here in Kerala. The fertile land and climate are suited to growing rice. That's why it is also known, this part is also known as the rice bowl of India, because people grow here rice. This is the picture showing Kerala. You can see the picture, coconut plants you can see the temple, you can see the boat race also there. Now have a look to the picture of spices grown here in Kerala. Different spices you can see over there. The picture where people are growing rice in Kerala. They are planting the rice plants in fields. Now, what is the comparison between Kerala and Ladakh? What is the difference between Kerala and Ladakh? Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features. As of course, geographically they are very difficult. One is at the mountains and another is at the coastal area. The history of both regions has seen similar culture influence. Cultural influence is similar in both the states. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. Chinese people reached Ladakh and Arab traders, they first reached to Kerala. It was the geography of Kerala which allowed for the cultivation of spices and the special geographical location of Ladakh and its wool that drew traders to these regions. Now these traders visited Kerala for spices and some traders visited Ladakh for the wool they get from sheep or goats. Now, unity in diversity. Though we are different in religion, different in caste, different in color, as well as we belong to different regions, still we are united. India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. For an example, you can say that before independence, when we were fighting for our independence, that time people from different religions, people from different caste, people from different you can say society or different religions, they came together to fight against the British, and that was the reason. Because of that we got independence. When the British ruled India, women and men from different cultural, religious and regional backgrounds came in together to oppose them. Now, as conclusion, we can say that diversity is understanding differences. Differences in the term of different things, like difference in religion, difference in caste, difference in the food habits, difference in clothing, difference in the region we live in. So in India, we can say that India is a country with unity in diversity. Though we are different in terms of everything, but still we are united. So this is all about the chapter. Hope you got the chapter well. I would like to ask you to read the chapter through your book as well as watch this video one more time for the better understanding of the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.